Hey everyone, and welcome to Chef AJ Live. I'm your host, Chef AJ, and this is where I introduce you to amazing people like you who are doing great things in the world that I think you should know about. My guest today is John Riley, and he has an amazing success transformation story of losing weight, gaining health, and he's actually a local up here. I get to see him about every month at our wonderful meetups. If you're local, please join Healthy Living with Chef AJ, and you can meet me, you can meet John. Please welcome him to the show. How are you, John?
I'm doing good.
Great. Well, I'd love to hear your story about your transformation and how having a plant-based lifestyle facilitated that.
I'd be glad to do it. I'd be glad to share.
Yeah. Well, how long ago was this transformation? When did you first hear about the vegan or plant-based diet, and when did you adopt it and why?
My girlfriend's daughter has been doing plant-based for 8 years. So 2 years ago, we decided we needed to do the plant-based diet and the plant-based lifestyle. So we jumped on board January 25th, and that'll
Wait,
be
January 25th of what year?
2022.
Wow. So about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I,
so she was already plant-based.
yes, but she uses oil and she's young. So, but
And and had you heard about the diet before then?
yes, because she kept on bugging us about switching our way of eating.
Nice. So what was your resistance to switching it before?
We thought we were doing the right thing, and I guess we weren't ready to do it at the moment. So I wish we would have, but
Well,
we
it's
can't go
okay.
back and
No,
do it over.
better late than ever. But what were your eating habits like before you adopted a whole food plant-based diet and lifestyle?
I was a truck driver, so I did some fast food. Then I had met Mary, my girlfriend, like 2013, and she was on a carbs diet, so she ate pretty healthy. And so I started eating better. I lost 50 pounds eating the way she did.
You
'Cause she
lost
was
50 pounds? That's incredible. And how long did it take you to lose those 50 pounds?
about a year. Um, it was, I weighed 250 at the time. I went down to 200. And then I did a lot of walking on the bike trail, and I was eating better and not all the fast food and all the processed food. Then I went back to work driving a truck. So I was sitting down, but I kept walking. And I gained like 25 pounds back.
Wow.
Hmm. So then I was eating like some fast food every once in a while and truck driving, food at the truck stops. So that wasn't good for me.
Yeah, what did you used to eat? Just the standard American diet?
Yes, filet of fish and, food from the truck stop, like from their junk food type stuff. And, food that wasn't good for me.
Well, not good for anybody. Were you just raised on the standard American diet like most people?
Yes. And my dad, he was a doctor, general practice. So, um, we had salads and a lot of meat and a lot of green beans. My mom liked green beans. We had a lot of green beans.
Nice. Did you have any health problems other than the excess weight?
None at the time, no. Then I was active when I was younger, like doing sports. And at dinner time, since I was doing sports, I was hungry, so I would have seconds quite a bit. And so I ate a lot as a kid.
So you weren't always overweight then?
No, I weighed 175 during high school. And
Were the people in your family overweight? Did they?
My dad, he was a little bit overweight. My mom, she was slender, and she did golfing, a lot of golfing. She was
What kind of doctor was your dad?
general practice.
Is he still alive?
He had prostate cancer,
Oh,
passed away at 70.
oh.
Yeah.
But he probably didn't learn much about a plant-based diet when he went to medical school, huh?
No, he went to school a long, long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Delivered a lot of babies.
Oh, wow. What is truck stop food like? I don't think I've ever actually been to a truck stop.
Meat and potatoes, and then they have like sandwich, like deli sandwiches, and probably a lot of sodium, and then they always have chips and big old drinks, like big gulps.
I used to love big gulps myself, Dr. Pepper big gulps. So nothing really healthy. Not a lot of fruits and vegetables then, huh?
No, they would have some apples and oranges. In fact, when I met Mary, she has a mandarin tree that produces every 2 years, and she gave me mandarins when I first met her, and that's I got hurt because I had too much weight. I jarred my neck, so that's why I lost all the weight because I started walking on the bike trail.
Mm. Well, I can imagine being a trucker, you probably were pretty sedentary.
I was, and I like walking, so I would walk around the hub, but I just wasn't eating right.
Yep. Did you have any health problems that really bothered you?
One time at the VA, when I first went to the VA, they gave me blood pressure pills, like 40 milligrams, and they put me on cholesterol meds. And 5 years ago, I was put on a CPAP.
Wow. Do you need any of those now?
And the CPAP, I'm off of the CPAP. My cholesterol med is cut in half, and the blood pressure meds are cut in half. I'm trying to get off the cholesterol. I'm going to talk to my primary care about that when I see him.
Do you happen to have a plant-based doctor? Because there's one up here you could go to who's fabulous that I go to.
My primary care, he's plant-based, so I'm going to start with him when I
That's
see him in
fantastic.
January.
He is plant-based. Do I know him?
I'm not sure. He's up in Cameron Park.
Wow. We'll have to talk. I had no idea there was another plant-based doctor. I go to Have you ever heard of Weimar up here, the Weimar Institute?
Yes.
I go to Dr. Neil Nedley. That's one of the reasons I moved up here. He is fabulous. That is so great. Well, you've been able to cut the medicine in half, so that's something. And getting rid of a CPAP machine, that's fantastic. So,
I'm on a pacemaker too.
oh wow. Can we ask how old you are?
68.
Nice. And you only started doing this 2 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I know you had I subscribed to that wonderful magazine, Forks Over Knives, and I know they did a story about you. You want to just like maybe first show the cover so we know what edition it is, and then maybe show your story. And how did they even find out about you?
I reached out to them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I wanted to. Here, this was a fall edition.
So that was just this year then?
Yeah, this past year, and I reached out to the editor and share my journey with her. And they were going to put me in the spring edition, but the story never showed up. So she goes, "We messed up, and we'll put you in the fall edition."
Nice. Yeah, 50 pounds is a big difference. Congratulations.
Yeah, and I was 213 when I started this diet, when I started the plant-based, and I'm down to 175 now.
Nice. How tall are you?
5'11".
Fantastic. Yeah. What has your doctor said about your weight loss success? I don't think they see that very often, do they?
They're impressed,
Yeah. Nice.
very impressed. And I showed them I showed them the forks over knives, and they're really impressed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have any of your friends and family noticed the transformation?
Yes, they do. And one of my sisters, gets tired of hearing it, but
She doesn't want to do it though, huh?
no, they're not ready to.
Wow. I wonder what it takes for some people to get ready.
I know. A major life event.
Yeah. So what was your like major life event that made you want to do it? What because you had
Um,
heard of it before, but you never thought to do it.
Listening to Mary's daughter, and we decided we needed to change our way of eating and change our lifestyle.
So, but Mary sounds like she ate pretty clean even before, you know?
Yes, she did. She was a nurse before.
Well, you can put the magazine down now if you
Okay.
like. Yeah, yeah.
All
But
right.
thank you for showing that, you know?
All right.
So has Mary had any transformation from did she go the same time as you to this diet, which was like 2 years ago?
Yeah, she's off her cholesterol meds, and she's been losing weight. So, and she's been doing good.
Well, I see her at the meetups too. She doesn't look overweight at all to me, you know?
She was, she was a little bit, but she lost a little more weight. So she's been doing good.
That's great. So does she cook? Do you guys cook for each other? Who makes the food?
We live in separate places. So um, she makes her own and I make my own. I sure like to be simple. I do like the Shane simple type things. And
Yeah, tell us what you eat in general and maybe take us through a day's worth of food of what you eat.
I like my savory oats in the morning. And I got that from the Engine Number 2 cookbook. And I have a couple mandarins, a banana. Sometimes I have a smoothie. And then I'll bring a snack for work. I found a new snack to make with rolled oats, apples, cinnamon, nutmeg, and milk, like a breakfast bar. So I started making that.
Didn't you bring that to the potluck once?
I brought the chickpea chocolate chip cookies. I've been bringing those to the potluck. I bring them to church, and I bring them to work.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And have any of your coworkers been inspired to eat healthier since seeing your transformation?
I think people are trying to eat healthier, and they really like my cookies that I bring.
Wow, that's so cool. I love
Mm-hmm.
it. So you say you eat simply. So what would we know what your breakfast is? Do you bring your lunch to work and what do you bring and
I
what do you
bring I bring like a potato, and I've been eating some pistachio seeds. So I have some of those in my work outfit. So when I'm outside, I'm chewing on a few pistachios like a little snack. I try not to eat too many.
Yeah, so those nuts and seeds don't they work for you?
They do. I just don't. I just limit them and not eat a whole bunch. Then I bring the little peppers for my lunch, and I'll bring like maybe a brownie for my lunch, and I have a potato after work, just a plain old potato. Then when I get home, I'll have like a light dinner.
Yeah.
And
What would a light dinner be?
um, well, actually, this week I had some tofu pasta, but I don't go to bed right afterwards, and I'll stay up for a little bit. But I then like this week I'm gonna have an eggy tofu sandwich that Shane Simple did. That would be a light meal for me. So Then I like to have a little chickpea cookie before I go to bed.
Do you have time to exercise, or does your work take up?
My work, I get a lot of walking because I'm pushing carts all day. And I loading my product for customers like mulch and I bring a lot of shopping carts in. I'm getting a lot of steps in during the day.
Yeah. Do you feel better now that you're on this eating program?
I do feel a lot better and I have more energy.
That's fantastic. What would you say to other people? What advice would you give them to start this way of eating? And I'm curious, what do you think their resistance is? Because you say, well, they're not ready. What does it take for somebody to be ready?
Maybe a lifestyle event or something that sets them back and they'll get bad news about their health, then I think they'll be ready to jump on board.
Yeah. No. Do you ever get tempted to eat some of the food you did previously?
No, I don't. Then, like when I'm driving by those fast food places, I just sort of, I used to do that, and I'm glad I'm not there.
That's great. What's been the best part for you about losing weight?
Um, I've had to buy new clothes because my old clothes have don't fit because they were too big for me, and I just feel better about the lifestyle.
Did you save any of your old clothes? I know that some people don't because they don't want to be tempted to grow back into them, but sometimes people keep like one big pair of pants or a dress.
I've donated a lot of my clothes to the hospice, and I might have a few things laying around, but I've donated quite a bit of clothes to hospice.
Nice, nice. Do you attend a lot of the vegan events around town or the plant-based meetups or just mine?
Just yours, pretty
Oh,
much.
I'm honored. I'm glad you were able to find it. Do you have a lot of friends that are plant-based?
I'm getting more that I'm meeting at the groups that I go to.
That's great. What's your favorite food?
Um, I like going to the full vegan. And they got there's I had your meal there. I like a lot of vegetables and some spicy food too.
What's your favorite vegan restaurant up here? Since we live in the same area, we can go to the same restaurants.
We went to the Faux Fresh today, and they have a new one. It's going to be opening. It did the soft opening, and I think vegan place right next door.
Yeah, it's going to be called Vegan Fresh to You.
Yeah, like they're going to be open 4 to 9, like Thursday through Sunday. And we've been going to Faux Vegan quite a bit up in Rockland.
Yeah, that one we meet on Wednesdays. If anybody's around, the Sacramento Vegan Society goes there every Wednesday for lunch. Yeah, that's neat. Do you struggle with oil, sugar, or salt like so many people do?
We limit our oil, the sugar, and the salt. We don't need that extra calories. And then my first cookbook that I bought when I started this way was Tony Okamoto's Plant-Based on a Budget.
Nice. She lives up here, but she doesn't want to come to our events. It would be so nice to have her there, but that's a great book.
I think she was going to have me on a show or something this past year, but she said, I think during the summer, she wants to have me on the show.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she's been following my journey.
That's so fantastic. Where does she follow your journey at? Do you have a social media presence?
On her website, the Plant-Based on a Budget website.
Nice, nice. Do you mostly cook from recipe books or do you just make things up as you go along?
I do recipe books, but sometimes I get in the mood to just throw some stuff in a wok or something and experiment. And I like Shane Simple's meals. I make his brownies quite a bit. They're healthy vegan brownies with bananas and I like those. They're pretty tasty.
Do you do any kind of batch cooking?
Yes, I do. Like for my meals, I've been the tofu pasta that I made. It's been lasting me all week. So this
Right.
way you don't have to cook all the time.
That's wonderful. Let's see if we have any more questions. Oh, da, 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 da. Do you think that your family eventually will come around to this way of eating after seeing your success, or they have to wait till they have some kind of a health event?
They might have to wait till they have a health event, but I know a few of them, their health isn't that great. So one of my brother-in-laws, he had a heart attack last year in Palm Desert, and there happened to be a nurse, and they put the paddles on him. So he has a stent, but I don't think they want to come over and transition to this way.
You know, I used to live really close to Palm Desert. I had a meetup group there, but I don't think he was a member.
No. Mm-mm.
Nice. Very nice. So how can we inspire other people to maybe adopt this way of eating? Because you didn't do it till you were in your, later 60s.
To start watching your show and because you have a lot of very good guests on there, and I think they would be inspired if they start watching your show.
I think so too. Have you seen any of like the documentaries, the plant-based documentaries that they have now, like Game Changers or Forks Over Knives?
Oh yeah, we watched some of those, and that definitely they're eye opening. And
That's
Dr. Greger, he's going to be in Santa Rosa February 2nd at a bookstore, and we're going to go up there and listen to him.
wow. So how do you know that? That's fantastic. It's about a 2-hour drive.
Um, yeah, I think I read it on a website or something.
That's great. Oh, I wish it was just a little bit closer. That's fantastic.
But anyways, I got the day off from work, and we're gonna get a motel up there. We're
Well, why
gonna.
don't you just stay at True North and then you can get all your meals?
Well, it's just for a day that night.
You can do a day at True North. They don't care if they have an opening.
Oh, they will.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, you have to ask. I don't want to promise that they'll have an opening, but you could go for your meals there for sure. I don't see why not. I mean, during the pandemic, it was much more limited, but you know,
Yeah, maybe we'll give them a call and see if we could stay up there.
that would be great. Well,
Hmm.
congratulations on your success, and I wish you every success getting off that other half of both those medicines. I'd love to know who your doctor is. Do you think he'd want to be on the show? Is he in our meetup group? Have I ever met him?
No, he's not. He's Dr. Patel,
Dr.
and
Patel. Is
yeah,
he Kaiser or is he Sutter?
he's through the Marshall
Marsh.
Medical.
I don't know him, Dr. Patel. That's amazing though that he's plant-based.
Hmm.
Did you pick him specifically for that or did it just happen to be?
Just happened to be that one of my other doctors moved and left the practice, so I wound up getting him. So
Is his first name Niraj?
yes,
Wow. Well, I love to meet another plant-based eater. Have you ever told him about your meetup groups or?
I will next time when I go in there, and I'm going to share the Forks Over Knives magazine.
You should. You should get another copy and you can start handing them out and then you can
I
frame.
gave one to Mary, and then I have one for myself.
I do get that magazine and I do remember seeing the story.
And that chef Julia, she was in there too.
Nice. I was in there once myself. It's a wonderful magazine. So that's great. Were the holidays at all difficult for you? You know, do you have to be with people that eat differently? And if so, how do you navigate that situation?
Um, like for Christmas, we're gonna go to the Himalayan. I believe you're having Christmas dinner or Christmas
Well,
or meet up.
we're gonna do it at lunch because if, you know, a lot
Yeah,
of times people get together more for Christmas dinner. So that was very nice of Chef Sam to open just for our group. And we have probably looks like about 25 now. So that's going to be great.
yeah, I look forward because being around a family that doesn't eat this way um, isn't good for me. And besides, I'm probably gonna have a something light that night, like a potato or something and an apple. And the 49ers are playing that night, so I'll be watching them.
Yeah, well, I love potatoes, especially sweet potatoes. Well, congratulations. And I look forward to seeing you and Mary on Christmas Day for another one of our fabulous meetups.
And we look forward to being there.
All right. Well, thank you so much, John. And thanks all of you for watching another episode of Chef AJ Live. Please come back bright and early tomorrow at 7 a.m. for one of the chefs that John was mentioning he likes, Shane Martin of Shane and Simple. He is going to be making Christmas dinner for you on the air. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.